Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? I'm Shampoo. I'm hella sweaty. It's 90 degrees out. You're the Shampooers. Welcome to the most woke channel on YouTube. That's a flippin' fact. Right now, I'm out in my neighborhood on a Spadger electric skateboard. I decided to do a quick review on it because there's no other reviews on this on YouTube at all that I'm aware of that are in English. There's one middle-aged guy that's like, he's like Spanish, he's middle-aged, and he's hella cool, but he doesn't speak any English in the review, so it's hard to, aside from the fact he's smiling the whole time, that gives you a pretty good idea what's going on. But yeah, I thought I would just do a quick like review and like say what I think about it. I've ridden one other board. I rode a Meepo for like 3 days straight when I was visiting one of my buddies down on Lake Washington, and when they were at work, he just let me take one of the boards, and I would just ride all day and then charge it, grab a different board, ride that one. It was amazing. So that's why I got this, and it's advertised that it goes 20 miles an hour or 22, and it easily, yes, does 20 miles an hour for sure. It says 22 miles. I think that was supposed to be kilometers because I usually get about 9 to 10 miles on a charge, and that's on flat ground with no regenerative braking going on. And yes, it does have regen braking. It does charge while you hit the brakes. The brakes are a little touchy, but I mean, they got to make one brake that works for everyone, whether you're 260 pounds or 160 pounds like me. So once you get used to it and you find that little dead spot, there's like a sliver or like a hair of movement before the brakes kick on. And sometimes like I'll find myself trying to apply them knowing there's that little dead spot, and I'll go too far and the brakes will be like touchy, like it'll want to almost lock up on you, but nah, not lock up, but let's just say the brakes work really well. And once you get used to it and you shift your weight and you just feather them and you apply them lightly, usually I'll apply the brake and then let off right away, and then once I feel it, the brake kick in and let off real quick, then I can kind of hammer it if I need to. But if I'm ready for it, I can just put them on and lock them up. It doesn't skid, it won't skid. If I'm going full speed, it probably takes me a good like 15 feet to stop. Maybe even a little more. What else? Oh, it is exactly like a Meepo, to be honest with you. It's no different. Like the speed is the same, the batteries, I really think it's the exact same board with a different name. Exactly the same board, different name. Except for the difference is the controller. It has 3 settings instead of 2, so it's got a low, medium, high, and it also has your battery, the battery of your board, which is it goes from 100 to 60 to 10, and the red light slowly turns off as you lose battery, which is good to know, which is nice. And really, I'm pretty excited about it because it has pretty much full battery all the way through. I mean, not full battery, full power all the way through. Like, you would think around 50% battery you would start losing kind of power. You don't. Like, I don't start noticing a power drop until like 10% battery left, which is really nice. Other than that, for a budget board, I mean, for 260 bucks, it's super fast, it's super durable. I mean, it's amazing. I love it. I can't believe I get to get around like this. Maybe the cars don't love it. But yeah, in low mode, when you're in low power mode, like it's super easy to start in because it doesn't like take off from under you like a damn horse breaking out of the gate. When you're in low mode, it just slowly accelerates and it probably gets up to about 5 miles an hour. I use that going up hills because I believe going up hills in high rate, it drains the battery and you don't go that fast. I mean, up hills, it gets up them no problem. Like it doesn't hesitate, but it doesn't really go that fast. So being in low rate saves the battery, and why not? Anyway, what else? Regen braking, I get 9 to 10 miles. I ride the forks pretty loose. The turn radius is not that great as it is, but like, I don't know, I don't get any speed wobble, so it's no big deal to me. I mean, I've probably been 25, 30 miles an hour going down hills and no speed wobble whatsoever. So I'll give you guys an idea of the brakes here real quick. So battery left right now. Like, I'm moving along, alright, probably going about 15. So I'll hit the brakes right now, here we go. Full brake. Stop. Alright, so that was fully applied. That wasn't a big deal, was it? The brakes are touchy is when you want to just tap them. Whoa, see? I just tapped it right there. And I wasn't really paying attention. And I just flew off. But I ran it out like a G. What else did I do? Oh, the remote came with a black strap on it because if you drop the remote and you're going down a hill or something, or any little hill, and you're doing like 15, 20 miles an hour, good luck stopping if you got an intersection coming up or something. Like, seriously. That's one thing I didn't like about the Meepo board was I got it when it was like, I rode it when it was like still kind of a new concept. This kid was making them out of his garage in China. And the problem was there was a hill right by my buddy's house that would be fully charged. And when you'd hit the brakes going down that hill, because it would overcharge the battery, it would just shut off. And you'd have to reach down and turn it back on. So when it shut off, you didn't have brakes or anything. This board doesn't do that at all. So that was really a whack feature. I don't know if he knew about it or not, but I crashed hard one time. My buddy even warned me about it. And it shut off, and I tried to like carve and lose as much speed as I could, but when it came time to run it out or to go into the intersection blindly, I chose to run it out, and I ended up using the concrete and gravity and a little bit of friction to come to a stop. Woo! So, great board, no disappointments, no complaints. Like I said, I've had it about 2 weeks, and it's still riding strong. It charges in about 3 hours, and it easily gets 10 miles. It easily goes 20 miles an hour. It has two 350 watt hub motors and some black polyurethane wheels. And it's a great way to get around, especially when it's nice out. Love it. Wind in your hair. All right, guys, I just want to put something on the internet so somebody can feel like they have an idea what's on the way to their house. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, yo. There's nothing missing and there's nothing lacking. Spadger, Spadger. Get one, get that hitter.